With no Rarity episodes at all during Season 3, it seems the writers are less interested in developing the character that is actually best suited to a show for young girls, as well as the character that has had some of the best episodes. I am really at a complete loss as to why this would be, but the fact that there have only been 2 pure Rarity episodes to date does indicate to me that maybe the writers find her difficult to write for. There are a lot of different things going on with her character after all. She has charm, a desire to be admired by others, a love for fashion and gems, and an ambition to have a positive effect on other ponies' lives. But there is no clear starting point with her character. We see in the Cutie Mark Chronicles that Applejack, Pinkie and Fluttershy got their cutie marks when they all discovered their passion in life. Twilight and Rainbow, meanwhile, showed that they had real talent. Rarity, however, got it through a mixture of the two. She already knew she loved fashion, and other ponies knew that she had talent in it, but it was only when she discovered that little extra element to the outfit she was making that her cutie mark appeared. Why? Because while other ponies may have previously told Rarity that she was talented, I think the moment when her cutie mark appears was the first time Rarity believed it herself. And that is really the core element to Rarity's character that drives her forward. That genuine belief in herself. In fact, genuine is a good way of summing up her whole persona. We see in Suited for Success how much she wants her friends to be honest with her about the dresses that she's made. She craves approval of her own work and does everything she can to get it. She works hard on making herself look good and making her clothes as good as they can possibly be, and on working on making others look as good as she does. She is therefore not afraid to hold back on what she thinks of her own work and her own appearance. There does seem to be this unwritten rule in modern society that you can praise other people's appearances, but you can't praise your own. Talking about how you think you look good is just arrogant. Rarity goes against that idea and is actually genuine about what she thinks of herself. Is it arrogant to tell the truth? Would it be arrogant for Babe Ruth to say he considered himself to be the greatest baseball player ever? Rarity is simply showing confidence in her own ability. It's not so much sending a message to girls that you have to look good, or that you have to praise yourself. It's sending the message that if you are the type of person that does enjoy looking good and enjoys admiring your own appearance, there's nothing wrong with that. And what's more, you can actually use that to better those around you. I think the song Becoming Popular does a great job defining Rarity's character. She strives to be known by as many ponies as possible, because she understands that she can better their confidence and feel better about themselves just by being associated with her and having her approval. We see in Green Isn't Your Colour how she convinces the crowd watching Fluttershy that she is a great model just by yelling her approval. She aims to benefit other ponies' reputations, and the best way to do this is for her to keep up a good reputation of her own. I would definitely love to see another Fluttershy Rarity episode, as Rarity's ability to give others confidence in themselves is clearly something Fluttershy could benefit from. I think this is the reason why she at first chooses to lie in Sweet and Elite. It's because she's worried that her reputation, and as a result her business, may be damaged by being associated by the wrong types. However, by the end, she finds that her friends are actually more important than her business. Ultimately, she defends her friends, not caring how it might damage her reputation. Why does she get away with it? Because she's already figured out for herself that there was no reason for her to lie. That's something I really like about this show. If the character learns the lesson for themselves, then there is no reason to punish them for what they did. It's not about getting any kind of comeuppance for doing wrong things. It's about understanding why what you did was wrong. I kind of feel like she thinks her friends need her more than she needs them, and that's why she's remained in Ponyville for so long despite her business being better suited to the ponies of Canterlot. Perhaps there will be an episode next season where she's ultimately faced with the choice between her friends and her career. Though I also wonder if that kind of story might be better suited to Rainbow Dash, as the element of loyalty and a character with a very similar character arc to Rarity. In fact, we kind of saw her make that choice in Wonderbolt's Academy, and if the alternate ending to that episode, where the Wonderbolts say that they have their eye on her, is to be believed, then she may be faced with that choice again. I would love to see these two paired up again, as their character arcs now appear to be taking similar paths. I believe that Rarity has a natural charm to her character, and a need for attention. Some people don't like this about her, and sometimes it can come across as bad behaviour, like in Secret of My Excess when she turns her charm on to get Spike to give her the ruby. But I don't think Rarity is really at fault for this, because she can't really help but act this way. It's just what comes naturally to her when she sees something she really likes, and more importantly, something she really wants. Asking her to act any differently would be like asking a human to start walking around on all fours. It's not something you can really just turn on and off like a light switch. She'd have to really force herself not to do it and probably wouldn't be able to maintain it for very long. finally, there is her voice, which is without question the best voice on the show in my opinion. Sweetie Belle's is one I just love to listen to the odd line here and there, especially when it squeaks. But Rarity's is one I could listen to non-stop. I can tell Tabitha St. Germain is putting so much effort into every line she says, and the overly dramatic way she says things just cracks me up every time. Overall, I just love the fact that Rarity isn't portrayed as any kind of antagonist character, the way that most vain and glamorous characters are in kids' shows. She understands that she is glamorous, but isn't egotistical about it. Instead, she feels she can use that to benefit others.